I'm Alexandra.
And we are here with the review of day 2 and to prime you for day 3 of Own Your Future Challenge. What a day again yesterday.
Amazing again. So many notes, so many
I
emotions.
am always, I know what will happen. And at every single time, I am getting even more enthused with what I'm receiving. And you know what? I think I gave you the answer yesterday. It is because every single time that I will attend such a challenge, I am grown. And every time that Dean or Tony or any of the other speakers that will be presenting, they have grown as well.
The value is massive.
It's
they
been
are
like
over-delivering
2
every
years
day.
we've seen Jay Shetty online. And yesterday I was blown away.
He was amazing.
But more of that later.
Yes.
Let us remind you. First of all, once again, we feel that we should be reminding ourselves how easy it is for us to meet here. I mean, we are in Greece. I don't know where you are. Maybe you can
write in the chat
a comment. And Dean is in Scottsdale. Tony is in Florida. And I mean, we are all over the place. And that is absolutely no problem for us to get together in one place. And some of us is giving value. Some others are gaining value. And what matters, though, is that we happen to be a huge family of hundreds of thousands of people who all have one thing in common. We want to see a higher, better, more powerful version of ourselves in the mirror. So why are we here? Let us remind ourselves. Every single year with Alexandra, we think, which is the big challenge today? And I believe that we live in a pandemic much fiercer than COVID.
Yes,
it is a pandemic of lack of attention.
Yes.
And this is why we want to remind you the most important of the thousands notifications that you get every single day, and that is that you have one life. That's
precious, beautiful
what
life.
You're thinking right now and what you're doing right now and the decisions you're making right now affect your future. You can double, you can play 100%, you can start creating some of the same business as usual, as we call it, or you can start shaping your super self and shaping your super life.
Yes.
I believe that if you're still here with us on day number 3, you have already chosen. And this is why we are so excited about today, because today is going to be an amazing day at Own Your Future Challenge, because it will help you remove once and for all the number one block to success, the most common one, and also the sneakiest one. And for me, it was definitely the bottleneck.
Yes,
and still is basically to some extent, but now at least I am conscious of it and I'm working on it. And I am upgrading myself with it. Dean will give you so much more. I will not ruin it for him.
More on that from Graziosi later.
In less than an hour. So, once again, why are we here? We will review day 2. We will prime you for day 3, right?
Yes, exactly.
And we want to remind you that even though this is like a brief overview of day 2, we will be doing a full review of Own Your Future Challenge this Sunday at the same time, where we will also be answering your questions and we will give you some more of our own mindset and marketing secrets. So you definitely want to be there with us on Sunday. At the same time, of course, we will send you the link. Don't worry about that for now.
Mark it on your calendar. And if you have questions, reply to any of our emails. All questions are welcome.
Exactly.
We will cover them all. Bigger questions, smaller questions.
On
Let us
Sunday.
know what's going on in your mind, and we will cover everything on Sunday.
So this is the first time, the first year, that I said, you know what? We have so much lack of attention that it is maybe a good idea to compress every single day in one sentence. So let me remind you what I said yesterday.
About day 1,
About day 1.
Yes.
If you put day 1 in one sentence, is that your mind is so powerful that can make or break your dreams, depending on what? Depending on where you focus on. So day 2 which was all about clarity, and you found out about the bullseye, as Dean Graziosi said yesterday, now you know where to focus on, right? Focus on your aim, or as we like to call it, your authentic impact mission. And this is a term that you will be hearing us repeating a lot
Over
from
and
now
over,
on.
yes.
It is a new term, and it has everything to do with putting all your might, all your focus of your mind, and all the energetic focus of your heart on what you want to achieve. Because if you do that, once you start operating from that premise, everything changes. First of all, you have removed the number one block, as we said. You're focused.
Exactly.
Nobody else is, basically.
Can you imagine
if you look
how
around,
much you can accomplish in 1 year from now through focused, super focused work? Something
Exactly.
to think about, right?
So we all, and I can get it, right? We all have our role models. So someone might say, I love Tony Robbins. The other guy says, oh, I really love Jay Shetty. And that messes up our mind a bit, because we tend to act as our role models, where what we want to do is to be 100% us, 100% authentically ourselves,
Yes.
because this is where we get liberated. And of course, you want to get some pieces of the success puzzle and upgrade your skill set. For sure, upgrade your mindset, remove some limiting beliefs. You do that, right? You borrow the success tools, so you upgrade your tool set as well. So if someone who is extremely successful, they're saying, you ask them, what are you doing differently? Like the last 2 months, you are crushing it. And they said, like, I started using AI. I am applying artificial intelligence in my business. Okay, this is good stuff. But when you wake up and you want to say, how can I be closer to how Tony Robbins thinks and acts today? This does not serve you, because at the end of the day, you have your own personality, and maybe you've heard us say this before. I can memorize every single word of UPW and list power within the signature program of Tony Robbins, right? Will I have the same success? No. So it is my personality that needs to be unleashed through the specific niche that I want to focus on, where I feel I have value. And to help you with that, so
also,
always
you feel
remember,
much at ease when you're just yourself, right?
We have some
More
visual
authentic.
effects today. It's been a while since I used this for a webinar. I missed this. Okay. So you want to have your authentic impact mission in mind.
Right.
Bullseye. Always your authentic impact mission in mind. Also, let me give you a tip. We were not planning for this. I just remembered that it is a very valuable exercise for you to have. When you have like a brand new project that needs, like all your attention, basically, for it to be a successful one, it's nice to have a power keyword, a word that immediately shifts your attention
yes, I like that.
towards your
like
destination,
an anchor,
right?
Yes.
So, for example, if you're preparing for UPW and you're Tony Robbins, right? And someone might say, Tony, can I ask you this? And Tony gets distracted. If he says like UPW, immediately his attention is shifting back to his project. So if we say, like on your future, it's not a word, but we made it like a big keyword, I know, but immediately it shifts our attention back to what we are doing. If we say priming, so I get distracted, like answering emails and so on. And at some point, Alexandra says, priming, we have to do the priming webinar for you. Immediately, my attention shifts back.
Exactly.
So how do you go about it? And we will give you just a brief overview today, because we will give you the whole picture on Sunday. Today, we want to prime you, right? So keep on that in mind. And remember the KLM model that we use to find the ideal KLM. This is how you find your bullseye. Things that you know, things that you love doing, and things that there is a market for. And of course, the sweet spot,
The intersection.
this cross section here is the bullseye. And we will help you, because sometimes it could get a bit frustrating because you have maybe like more than one things that you would love to do, right?
I wanted to say exactly,
Or
because
more-
there are many
more than-
multi-passionate people in our community.
Exactly. And let me remind you though, I've heard it in the past from Celine Johnson, but the best example I can give you is from Richard Branson, who has like 300-400 companies, and he says, I only have one baby, the one that needs my attention
The most, yes.
So when you get started, give yourself permission to start with one bullseye today, have one aim, and once you put this on autopilot and everything is running, you can
Then
have
you go to
a
the
second
one.
and a third one.
Exactly.
Okay? Because you want to make your digital product successful. You want to make your digital product launch successful, because once you make something successful, you know you can repeat it.
Also, this way you can go in depth and really master the process. Otherwise, if you would be doing 2 or 3 niches simultaneously, you will be doubling and nothing will work.
Exactly.
It will be average, right?
Exactly.
So you
and
need
we
to
are done with
master
that.
the process.
We are done
Yes,
with doubling.
yes.
We are done with getting distracted. Okay? Remember, we said that yesterday. We stop looking at the past. The past belongs to the past. We stop looking left or right to any of the distractions, and we focus on our aim, on our authentic impact mission from now on. And this is how, I mean, it's a reciprocal
two-way
relationship.
Yes.
This is how your audience will get the most, and this is how you will see your super self in the mirror and your super life before your very eyes.
Also, the quicker you get to successful milestones along the journey, the more self-confidence you will have to take the next step and the next step, and your clients gain more and more. And now, after this journey, and when everything is put on rails, you can go on to another niche and another niche. Everything is dynamic in life, but remember, we said we have one life. Don't double, master so you can get there faster, because we don't have infinite time.
Boom! Master so that you can get there.
Yes,
okay.
I like that.
So, yeah.
Okay, that's a keeper.
Master that.
You see,
Alexandra is on fire today. I can tell.
You inspire us.
But now that you are on fire, I have a way to cool you down, because one of the things that I will be talking about on Sunday, one of the ways to use the KLM model work for you and like really fine-tune your process and really extract the most valuable niche for you to get started is the ice cream exercise, whatever that is.
The ice cream exercise,
yes.
Okay.
It is a very simple exercise.
Like
it is a problem that we all have when we want to have an ice cream. And of course, many of you know that I am in love with ice cream. I would hug the ice cream, but it will melt.
There are unlimited amounts of ice cream this man can eat, so that you know.
Yeah. I can eat my weight in ice cream. Or yes. I should try, like one of these challenges, ice cream challenge. So let us go to the review of day 2, because it was very powerful.
Yes.
Actually, it was much more powerful than I was expecting. And we have like our top 3, one from each speaker to share with you today. We will go through a lot more on Sunday. And I was not expecting that we will be sharing any of the 3 today.
True.
I was blown away because they have to do with something different. And that is your attitude again. Not some little details that, you can learn at any point.
Tactical takeaway, yes,
it's
exactly.
The attitude, the success attitude at that caliber that matters. So let's get rolling. What Dean said.
So Dean taught us a lot of valuable things yesterday, but one of the keepers that we were discussing a lot with Angelo afterwards was the following: that successful people cut checks for speed. Okay, successful people cut checks for speed. And what does that mean? That means that people are looking for solutions all around the world, and they want the solutions fast. This applies to us, to you, and your clients.
I thought in the past, when I got started with my personal development journey, and for those of you who don't know about it, Back in 2008, my business was, I was about started, but even though it was just a few months old, my business was just a few months old, I was already flirting with bankruptcy. So when I made the decision that I'm not moving the needle at all, I'm not changing, I'm not lowering the bar. This is where I want to go. This is where I got started with my personal development journey. And I thought I was smart because I was finding all this free value.
Right.
But if you think about it, it is as if you are given like a 100,000 piece puzzle.
You don't know where to start.
And not
you
all
don't
the
know
pieces
order.
will work, right? The puzzle is actually 5,000 pieces.
Right. Yes.
This
Good
is the
analogy.
problem.
Exactly.
So now imagine the headache, right? To sort out and how to remove the 95,000 and have the 5,000 so that you can start working on the puzzle. This is what, like going through YouTube for solution feels like. And the thing is that life gives us both choices. You want free or paid, right? And we say, most of the time, we say free, not the successful people. But let us focus for a moment. Why is that? Because we think free or not free, free or paid. This is not the actual choice we're making. So don't pay, invest good attention for the next few seconds.
Exactly.
Okay. What you're actually weighing is paid solution, paid proven solution now, or free solution sometime in the future with all the risks that go with it. Because you're
now,
looking for it.
what
You're
do you choose,
connecting
right?
pieces of the puzzle. It's not like you get like a course or a product, right? It's as if you're buying things from a hardware store to make your vehicle, to make your new car. It might work. It will take you like a couple of decades, maybe. That's the same thing.
Random pieces of information which cannot match together.
Exactly.
Yes.
So sometimes we focus on the value of dollars or euros, the monetary value, but we tend to forget the value, the cost of time to look for a solution ourselves, and at the same, the risk involved. This is the game-changing attitude. And this also is true for all your potential clients. And now you know why this self-education industry is already worth more than $1 billion every single day.
Yes, and as Tony Robbins mentioned, by 2028, it is estimated to become
Triple.
$1 trillion per day. It is insane.
Exactly.
Okay.
So people are starting to realize, you know what? Okay, I'm 48, right? Why wait? If I have a solution now,
Give
why
it to me
wait?
now. Yes, exactly.
So this is basically what is happening. The more successful you become, the more money you invest in your personal development, simply because you're creating like shortcuts of success for you.
It's shortcut to success. Exactly that.
Most people will give away their time to save some money. Successful people give their money to make up time.
Yes.
And this is where you come in. What is the solution you can provide? This is what Dean told you yesterday, that can create a shortcut for someone.
And in the process, that's about it. Create impact and income for yourself. Exactly.
So you tell someone, you don't have to look around. I've been through this problem. I found the solution myself. This is the solution. $97, bye-bye. This is all it takes. Not all right?
But it is the first
This is the model, basically. Yes. This is the model. You're not selling products. You're giving solutions. And these solutions are worth. We don't say that. Dean is not saying that. It's the market that says we are willing, the marketplace at large is saying to us, we are willing to pay $1 billion per day for solutions. This is what they're saying. Only
Yes.
for digital solutions, right? Only for courses and digital events and everything that has to do with what we are talking about here. It is extremely, extremely important for you to get how powerful this tool
Yes.
that you have in your
And,
hands
and
right now
also
is.
know and understand this, which is very and so important. There are so many people out there already, without you even knowing about it, that have already risen their hand and they're saying, give me the solution that you have, please. I'm looking for it on
Yeah.
the internet and I cannot find the solution that I want, the thing that I need, the thing that I want to learn
Exactly.
fast.
Exactly.
It's kind of like they're asking you, right? Can you please provide us with a solution?
Yeah.
So use this perspective, because it completely shifts your mindset around how am I going to offer my solution? Are there people who are interested in my solution? Yes, they are, and they're willing to pay for it now.
And if you're kind of overwhelmed still, and I can get it, the best answer that I can give you was given to us yesterday from Cody.
I wanted to it's the perfect segue previously, right?
Exactly.
Cody Sanchez made a very powerful presentation yesterday, and
I was blown away.
she
I've
was
never,
very.
I've never seen her
Yes, we have
present
not
before.
seen her before.
She was amazing.
She was very impressive, and she said she started on her own business journey 15 years ago, and she said to the audience, I have only one regret, that I didn't start this journey earlier.
Exactly.
And it has to do everything with what we
Exactly.
were saying previously.
When are you willing to start? This is the game-changing question. When are you willing to start? How much longer are you willing to wait before
Exactly.
you see your super self in the mirror and your super life before your very eyes? So always remember that sometimes we just think that we are on the right track, but maybe, just maybe, we're just walking towards success where we could have taken like a very fast and very safe vehicle
Shortcut, yes.
towards success.
Exactly.
So what Cody said, she was crushing it before financially, but she didn't like how she was doing it, and she didn't like the environment. Now with Alexandra, we said, you know what? We have, also this is something that we didn't plan to share with you today. Back in, is it like 10 years, maybe more than 10 years, we said the fan value profit.
Yes.
So we said, you know
yes.
what? Something does not add up here. Let's have like a very clear, a very simple to follow success model. Basically, our philosophy for our business.
Mm-hmm.
And we came up with a pyramid. And we said, fun, value, profit. In that order. So if it's not fun, if a project is not fun, we won't take it. And we have lost money because of that. Someone might say, you're wrong. I get it.
It's a choice.
But I have one life and I have to make it as good as I like it to be,
Mm-hmm.
right? So number one, fun. Number two, value. Can I give you value? Because I don't want the profit if I cannot give you value.
Mm-hmm.
And number three, profit. And this has been our guide every single day. And this is how important it is for you to ask yourself right now. Am I satisfied with what I'm doing? Do I believe that there is something better for me out there? Was I inspired by some of the stories that I've heard in the first 2 days of Own Your Future Challenge? Is there something more that I'm just, not magnetizing simply because I am so, hypnotically focused on
my routine,
what I am already doing simply because it is comfortable? Someone might say, I hate change. But maybe you hate more what you have now, so you should be doing something about it, right? And what better time than now? So I definitely don't want to look back in 15 years from now, as I did, 15 years back and say, I regretted this. And everything has to do with my decision making.
Exactly. Everything is a choice.
I thought it was a matter of resources, but everything had to do with my decisions. Everything. Because the moment you decide, everything changes for you. resources appear, people appear, money
Teachers
appear,
appear.
courses
Exactly.
appear,
Exactly.
everything appears before your very eyes because you're clear on your aim, you're clear on your authentic impact mission.
And you know what? Just a tip, because I've been through this journey, put some urgency on yourself. Your future self will thank you.
Yeah.
Right? Go honor your dreams and the life you want to build and get there faster. It's so much more fun, right?
Yeah, and basically we've watched a couple of days ago a very nice video from Myron Golden.
Exactly.
Ah,
That's what triggered it, because I
okay,
remembered as
okay,
you were
yeah,
talking.
yeah.
Yes.
So always remember, you definitely don't want to look back and realize that I could have had faster what I wanted.
Yes.
There is no reason delaying your happiness, your success, and the lifestyle that you truly love, the freedom that you love. With Alexandra, sometimes we pinch ourselves. If you could have seen where we had our brainstorming this morning, it was a paradise. People would pay to be on vacation at that place, and that was our meeting room for today. Simply because we took the time, we have invested the time, the energy, and the money
To educate ourselves.
to
Yes.
see how it's done and make it happen. And now we are just upgrading this model. We are just making it better, stronger, more accessible to people, and so on. But the game changing attitude is your decision in the very beginning, because this is where all shifts start to happen. And one of the most probably the number one reason most people don't change is because they ask, and sometimes on Google, the question that Jay Shetty mentioned yesterday:
Oh,
will I
yes.
ever be enough? And basically,
Powerful question. Yes.
basically, if you ask yourself this question, you're already much better than where I was, because I was answering. I wasn't asking. I was telling myself I'm not enough unconsciously, because of some things that I've heard when I was a little boy and some assumptions I made as I was growing up. Poor assumptions. Now, what are you doing about it? And those of you who know that I got started with my daily source of inspiration January 1st, 2015.
Yes.
And I end up every single day with the same sentence: you deserve everything you want, and we all deserve your best self. I don't know which force has led me to download from the universe
Yes.
that sentence. But you know what? I found out a couple of years later that that sentence was not intended for you. That sentence was intended for me. I was my first student, and I realized that even though I started helping others, I was telling myself I'm not good enough. And I was trying harder and harder. But this was not the way to go. The way to go is to realize how much value you have.
Yes.
So Jay Shetty, of course, he didn't just say yesterday, you know what? Most people are looking for, will I ever be enough on Google? He gave you the answer, and the answer was very powerful. And I haven't heard it that way.
Yes,
I'm doing
was an
personal
interesting
development for
perspective.
like 15 years now, and I am like an immersive person.
Yes.
Okay, I'm doing a lot of things, but I've never heard it that way. And that is basically that all the pain that you're going through in your life, this is what is making you enough. And the way Alexandra and I translate it so that we can deliver it for you with, like using our words and our perspective, is basically that you want to realize right now that you are a diamond in the making. And you are worth so much more than what you allow yourself to perceive right now.
Yes, you are.
And you will have time to do this exercise. We haven't planned this as well. So the moment we end up with this priming session, we want you to go to look yourself in the mirror, put your palm on your heart, and say and mean the following words. I am a diamond in the making.
It is
I
very
am
powerful.
enough. Just say these words and notice how that feels, how liberating that feels. And if you feel any kind of resistance, is because you still do have some naysayers in your mind. And this is why Alexandra and I are so passionate about removing all the blocks, everything that is standing between you and your super self, between you and your super life,
Yes.
between where you are right now and the impact and income and freedom that you truly deserve and desire. And all that stands, I mean, Jim Quick said it best, like you're that far from success, meaning
yes, it's between
your
your
mind.
ears. Yes.
All it takes is for you to make that breakthrough. So
you are a diamond in the making. Write a little post-it note and put it on the mirror.
Actually, if you're daring
It's a
enough,
powerful
leave a
exercise.
comment right now. I am a diamond in the making. Dare to say that to yourself. You're so much more than you allow yourself to realize. And it is time for you to unleash your super self, that best version of you that is actually like truly crying.
Exactly. To come out,
to
be
come out
recognized.
right now.
Yes. Having said that, shall
There
we do
you
the
go,
happy
Valerie.
landing?
Yes, exactly.
Valerie. Bravo.
That's the attitude.
Yes.
That's the attitude. Okay, so are we ready for
we are
happy
ready
landing?
for our happy landing exercise, which prepares us emotionally for Own Your Future challenge.
For those of you who are doing it the first time, happy landing is the most powerful and the most important exercise that we are doing. Is the exercise that will get you familiar with where you want to go. Because this is the problem most people have. They cannot actually see and feel what it means to be to reach that level of success. So we will do a very brief, very short meditation just to help you practice it at night and when you wake up in the morning, the two most powerful times. And for those of you who have done with us the happy landing exercise before, I just want you to remind yourself how it feels and maybe check upon the last time you did it. Is it becoming more familiar? Is it becoming easier for me to resonate with that frequency of success? Is the feeling clearer? This is what you're doing, and you are realizing that every time you do so, you're truly training yourself for success. So what we are doing, maybe the image is not clear yet. Dean will help you a lot more today. And in the remaining challenge, we are just 40% there. You have so much more to learn. And now what you're doing is you have like the best image, the best vision you have for your future, and you put it in your palm. And then you put it on your heart because this is how much it means to you. And you close your eyes and take a deep breath, a slow, deep breath to relax. And maybe you've had kind of a hectic day, so why not take another breath? And now I want you to teleport to the place and time where you have actually achieved what you want to achieve. You are at your destination. You have achieved the success, the impact and income that you desired with your digital product. It is done. You have that level of success right now before your very eyes. How do you feel now? Identify that feeling. Hold that feeling. Does it make you smile? I think it does. Do you feel gratitude for what you have achieved? What else? Identify that feeling and now multiply that feeling by 10. Hold that feeling. Hold that thought. Hold that picture in your mind. And now you can open your eyes. And now you are much, much, much closer to where you want to go simply because you have trained once again your mind for that level of success. And always remember, in your brain, it is the survival of the busiest.
Yes.
So basically, you want to start practicing less of I am not enough and more of this happy landing exercise. And why you do it when you wake up in the morning and right before you drift off?
to sleep.
Because this is where your conscious mind is kind of dismissed, and this is the best moment to do so, where you communicate much better with your
You
subconscious.
imprint the subconscious,
And you
exactly.
imprint, you make a brain tattoo, as Robin Sharma says, of what you want to achieve in the future. So, last but not least,
Our favorite
our affirmation countdown. As we go through these affirmations, and maybe you have memorized them by now, and if not, you do have the email, we sent them to you. And if you don't have them, let us know, send us an email, and maybe we will send you a copy so that you can go through them with us. So as of tomorrow, we can remember to have them in the notes.
Yes, we will put them in the notes
so
you
that
can
everyone
read
can
them
have them,
with
or
us.
in the description as well.
Of the video.
So
exactly.
look back to this video or the other priming videos, because we will add in all of them the affirmation countdown. I think it's a good idea, right?
Yes, we will.
So let's get going.
Let's go.
We are setting ourselves, feel right now you're in a rocket and you are ready to
Lift
launch.
off.
You're ready to be fully fueled with the last 3 days of On Your Future Challenge, day 3 in a few minutes time, and tomorrow and the day after. And after that, you will feel, hear, resonate with every cell of your being to what we will say with Alexandra right now. This countdown. Feel this countdown. Let it resonate with every cell of your being and get ready for success. Let's go.
Let's go.
9. The impact, income, and lifestyle that I want are mine. 8. I am the master of my fate. 7. I am ready to build my new heaven. 6. I am stronger than my mind's tricks. 5. I am fully ready to thrive. 4. I will now open a new door. 3. I commit to be financially free. 2. I not only have money, but time too. 1. Me and my super self are one. Now you're ready for day 3 of Own Your Future Challenge. This is the attitude you want to have every single day. This and higher attitude you deserve. Because you know what? You're a diamond in the making. This is what was happening. You just didn't allow yourself to see it that way. Now you know. Now you know you're more than enough. Now you know you fully deserve everything you've dreamt for yourself. And all you have to do is to upgrade your mindset, your skill set, and your tool set accordingly. And this is why you're here. This is why Dean is preparing this amazing challenge for you. So all you have to do right now is to leave us and click the link that you will find in the chat or in the description, and start the journey of day 3 of Own Your Super Challenge. It is going to be so liberating, I promise. And we will see you tomorrow with the review of day 3 and priming for day 4.
Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much for your attention and your participation.
You a virtual hug, and
have
we'll
a
see
great
you tomorrow.
time. Enjoy and make the most of it. See you tomorrow.
See you.
Ciao,
Bye-bye.
ciao.